Right. I think a lot of the moves right now that, us as consumers and just, American citizens are thinking about are really interesting. And you mentioned it at the top of our conversation, but I think just last night the stimulus bill was passed through the Senate. This $2 trillion stimulus bill for Americans, and I'm very curious. Like, you know, I've heard all different things. I've heard what's in it, what's not in it, what's secretly in it, what got taken out, and I'm personally confused. So I just wanted to see if from your point of view, if you could just go through, like, what does the stimulus bill mean for families and individuals,
Okay.
and then talk a little bit about small businesses and how funds will be used to help small businesses kind of get out of this real down dark period for them, because they're the ones, I think, that are going to suffer the most after we're out of this rut here.
So our politicians have put together a stimulus package for the U.S. Um, what it is exactly, it's still not 100% clear.
You
Today we saw that individuals will get $1,200 a piece, $2,400 a household,
hmm
and then $500 per child.
Okay.
But when you look into it deeper, it says that's for only people who make less than, I believe it was $75,000 a year, based off your
Okay.
tax returns of 2018.
I see. Okay.
If you make more than 75, it then becomes a sliding scale. Now I've seen numbers, it goes from $1,200 to $900 to $800 to $600. And if you
hmm
make more, I forget the number I saw, you're not getting anything.
Mm.
So it is trying to help the middle and lower class individuals get through this tough time.
hmm
They have done this twice in the past, and people forget. In 2008, they did a stimulus package, and in
Yep.
2001, they did one. In 2001, it took 6 weeks for the U.S. Citizens to get their checks. In 2008, it took 3 months.
Yeah.
That's a
Yep.
long time.
Yeah. I remember '08. That I remember.
People are saying, oh, you'll have it come middle of April. How are they going to do that fast? I've heard that just IRS is going to start cutting checks to the individuals. I heard some senators are trying to propose to send people debit cards.
hmm
What good is a debit card if you can't go out and shop? What are you
Right.
going to do with
Yeah. What are you
it?
gonna actually spend it on?
So to me, that doesn't help a lot of people. They
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Yeah.
The stimulus package, from the start, it was said they were going to bail out the airlines and the cruise ship industries.
Right.
No problem with that. They've been shut down. Nobody's traveling. How long is it going to take for people to start to travel? I mean, well, you see in China, their economy is open back up. People are going, I think they're at 90% back to work, but they're
Yeah.
not flying anywhere. They
Right.
can't.
Right.
We have a no-fly policy in the United States. You can't enter the country. And if you
Right. Yeah.
do, you're quarantined.
hmm
So the airlines aren't going to bounce back from this in 3, 4, 5 weeks. They'll eventually get back to normalcy, probably in months, because
Mm.
people aren't going to be so quick to jump on a plane.
Got it.
So I get the stimulus package for them. The biggest problem or concern is the small business owners, like you mentioned.
Right.
Part of the stimulus package, from what I understand, is supposed to be grants for small business owners. The dollar amount was not specified.
Oh.
Um, but it was, I did read that they were going to be monitored where that money went to make sure it goes to the staff. So if you're a small business owner, have a restaurant, a gym, or a yoga studio, they
hmm
want to see that you're taking that grant and giving it to your employees who aren't making any money right now.
Right.
So
Got it.
hopefully that's how it pans out, but nothing has been set in stone. We'll see what the final outtake is going to be. The biggest difference between now and the stimulus package in the past was today the banks are healthy, the credit system's healthy, so the money is available. The Fed has agreed to buy up everything that people are
hmm
trying to sell in the stock market as far as municipal bonds and treasuries. They have an unlimited amount of money to spend Because why? They can just print their own money.
Right.
So everybody is trying to work together to make this as smooth as possible. It's just a matter of when these packages are going to be approved and the checks will go out to the people. Hopefully the
Mhm.
checks.
Yeah. Got it. Great. Well, Nick, this has been great from a financial standpoint. I think we covered every topic that I've at least heard from people. It's funny. I've thought a lot about this type of saying, and basically, Roger Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s famous trainer, just passed away last week. He's the guy that basically trained him his entire
Yeah.
career. And he had this great saying late in Floyd's career where he was getting interviewed once, and guy asked him a boxing question, and Roger Mayweather turned and said, "Most people don't know shit about boxing." And I feel like lately it's like most people don't know shit about finance or what's happening. And I felt that way talking to just friends, colleagues, coworkers, peers, watching the TV. I don't know what I'm listening to and I don't know what I'm talking about. So I think what we went through was super helpful. I do now want to take a few minutes to talk about you a little bit because one of my personal passions and goals in this show and potentially my just what I do online is documenting my personal capacity, my strengths, my weaknesses, my habits, because my passion is finding what other people are passionate about and raising their actual work capacity. So you're someone who, again, your wealth management by day, your bodybuilding by night, but you have a lot of things that you're up to. So I'm just curious, like, tell us a little bit more about yourself, your passions, what you're doing outside of the office when you're not thinking about all these other things, and I'd love to just hear a little bit more for the people that are watching.
Um, I'm a guy who loves to spend time with his family. Always been family orientated. I think that goes back to our grandparents. I'm blessed to have a wonderful wife that um, keeps me grounded, and we try and do things together when we can. When I'm not at work, I want to just kick back and relax and not think about it. I go to the gym every day. That's my release from life. I don't have to think about anything. I could just go there and enjoy myself. I played soccer my whole life. I always had that outlet. And when I got done playing professionally in Vermont, when I lived there, I had to find something to fill the void, and bodybuilding is what it was. And I truly love it. I think it goes hand in hand with anything you do in life. People need structure, and I'm one of those guys that I will work 150% at my bodybuilding career as well as my financial advising career, um, because it just makes me more well-rounded.
Mm,
Um, you know,
yeah. That's awesome. And I think that's the balance, the professional and personal
you
lifestyle
have to.
balance is everything and kind of raising the ceiling on both when you can. We'll tell everybody how to reach you, but I did catch a funny Instagram story of you doing walking lunges with a barbell on your back on
Yeah.
your sidewalk the other day. Because gyms are closed, but you're not you're not giving up the grind. So
Nope.
uh so in meaning that, how can people find you if people want to reach out to you, they want to ask you questions, or they just want to follow you? What's the best way to do that? Where are you online?
I'm on Instagram. It's Nick Cap CAP 17. I'm just Nick Capello on Facebook. Um, if people want to email me, they feel free to email me at ncappello CAPPELLO at lebenthal.com. That's LEBENTHAL. And for anybody watching this, please feel free to contact me with questions, concerns about anything financially related or not. If you have questions about working out or um, anything, I'm available to help you in any way I can. And most people don't have an advisor they can reach out to when it comes to the finances. Maybe they're scared, or their advisor isn't proactive to call them 3 times a year at minimum. You got to have these conversations, and it's your money. You have every right to know what's going on and what's taking place, and always remember that.
Awesome. Well, Nick, thanks again. I really appreciate that. Thank you for allowing me to do this with you.
No, thank you.
Not only is this amazing information for everybody, myself included, but this is officially the start of something I hope to do more often. And I didn't know where to start, so I started with blood, and that's you. So thank you for that. And I figure that if the Cuomo brothers can go on CNN 3 times a week and just sit there side by side, then we can do it too and
Yeah,
have a
why
little
not?
fun. Why not, right? So, listen, man, stay safe, stay healthy. Tell everybody I said hi, and we'll talk soon, man. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Cool. Bye.
Take care. Bye.